Hi, Christine Blackledge-Crowell here, and welcome to Series 1 of Episode 2 of the Beginner's Guide to How to Get NHS Government Contracts. So in this series, I'll be showing you how to get different governmental, private organisation contracts, which will be NHS, private sector contracts, and also private individual contracts as well. So stay tuned for Episode 1. So in the series, I'll be covering how you can have non-clinical as well as clinical staff members, which will help you in your healthcare business to procure contracts. So in this series, I'll be showing you 7 ways to get NHS, governmental, private sector contracts that you will be able to have a scalable 6-7 figure business for your own enjoyment, should I say, because this is about you, it's about your life, it's about your enjoyment as well as serving others as well. So I'll be covering the following 7 items in the series, and I will cover one of those items today in this video. So the 7 items that I'll be covering in this series will be, for example, number 1, where to get NHS contracts, private contracts, for example. Number 2, how to present your organisation to potential buyers. And number 3, sponsorship as well as recruiting staff members. And I will also be discussing how you can be the number 1 choice for your own care agency, so that the buyer wants to use you, that they're attracted to what you have to offer. We'll also cover the insurance that's needed as well as the sponsorship guidance as well. Because you as an employer, if you're looking at recruiting staff members from abroad, or maybe you're looking at supplying staff members from abroad, candidates from abroad that will be placed with other sponsorship organisations. So we did a live yesterday. It was on Facebook via Zoom, and it was amazing. So in this video, we will be talking about what some of the series will actually be covering. So today's video will be about NHS contracts, for example. And what I'd like you to do, first of all, is smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, join us, share it now, and join our Facebook community, because it is so informative. It is for healthcare business owners, and we provide weekly tips. We also work in collaboration, and we're networking, and you're being able to learn so much more, because when you're just starting out in your healthcare journey, healthcare business journey, you know, it's a bit difficult. You're trying different things from different people. Everyone's saying do this, someone's saying do that. No, don't do that. And what do you do? So this is why I've created these series to help you, to guide you into the steps of starting your healthcare business. We are here to support you. We are here to give you the guidance on a weekly basis. So please do subscribe, click like as well, and look at the other videos here in this video series, because you will learn. If you haven't looked at the previous ones, go into the comments box, say a comment of what things you would like to hear about, because I would like to do a video on that to help guide you in your journey of starting a healthcare business. So please do like, subscribe to get up-to-date information, as well as join our Facebook group as well. So you may be struggling how to get contracts. You don't know where to start. Where do I go to? How do I get these things? And you want to be able to approach things in a strategic way. So this is why the series has been created, to help you plan who it is that you want to actually work with. You may not want to provide staff members to the NHS. You may not want to provide staff members to care homes. This will give you a good idea of what types of contracts that you are wanting to apply for. So do like, subscribe, like I said, I hope you enjoy the video that you're about to watch, because this is part of our Facebook Live that we did yesterday, and it was amazing. Everyone enjoyed it, we were interacting, and I'd like you to be a part of that as well. We've got a next one as well on the 26th of May, but we will be doing them regularly. So it's important that you also join the Facebook group, because you'll also get those updates for when we're doing a live. And hey, I'm going to be doing a live here on YouTube as well. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye. It's going to be a great day. So thank you for being here, everyone. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can get NHS contracts as well as private contracts for your care business. My name's Christine Blackledge-Crowell, and I am the CEO. So after years, over 20 years, without the support of a mentor and with no one else to turn to, I knew that I needed help with setting up my care business. And this is why I created the systems that I've created now with the experience that I experienced. No one wanted to tell me what was going on. No one wanted to tell me how I could do things. So I found out for myself with the training, because I did used to do training beforehand as well. So I think it's important that we provide each other with as much help and support to learn how to do this particular type of business, because it is not easy. Care isn't easy, and I'm sure that you're all aware that care isn't easy. It's something that you're interested in, and it's not just about delivering the care, it's the systems in place as well that need to be there, and it's the hard work and determination that comes from you in order to make it a success, because you're the one that will need to put the work into this business, for example. So I can show you how to get contracts through NHS, care homes, and in the community. So I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity of applying for contracts, but there's a process that needs to be done first. So how do you build a database of potential clients? Well, first you've got to work out what services are you providing. Are you a recruitment agency? Are you providing nurses and healthcare workers, support workers to NHS hospitals, care homes, for example, where you don't need to be registered with? Start immediately, providing you've got the documentation in place and the right staff members that are competent and qualified and compliant, then you can start straight away. Whereas with home care, it is a regulated activity. Domiciliary care is a regulated activity. Personal care, for example, you have to excuse me, I've got asthma as well. So you may hear me drinking water from time to time as I'm speaking. So with home care, you have to register with the Care Quality Commission if you are managing a service, and that is where you're managing staff members as well within the regulated activity of personal care, for example. Now that will take some weeks for you to get up and running and registered with the Care Quality Commission, for example. So that is something that you would look at doing, say, 3 months' time from now. Whereas the agency, you could have that up and running within 30 days, providing you do all the paperwork, for example, and that you're able to provide the staff members that are compliant. So are you going to start a recruitment care agency? Are you going to start a home care agency? Are you going to start a supported living? Will you provide semi-independent unit? You don't need to be registered for CQC to provide a semi-independent unit to young persons. So what age group will you be serving? So you need to ascertain that before you look at providing that particular service. Okay, so someone's just come in, so thank you for that. So think about what age group you are, and everyone's going to get a copy of this video, this live video, as a free gift from me. So please do stay to the end though, because we will need your details to be able to send you this video. I'm sure we probably have got your details because you're here on Zoom, but for those of you that are on live, then you will need to provide some details so that we can provide you with the recording of this video, the replay. So think about who you're going to serve to be able to create the database. So one way would be, for example, Contract Finder. Contract Finder is where you can find NHS and private sector organizations whereby there is contracts. So I'm just going to show you this Contract Finder. You can create an account. If you want to do this right now, whilst you're watching this video, you can do, because it's good practice for you to be able to do this. So Contract Finder is where you can look for contracts which are under, for example, 118,000, for example. Contracts will start from, say, 10,000, the lower value contracts, up to, say, 250,000 is a lower value contract. Then you're going to go to the ones above that. Now, I would look at, for example, what I did was I had multiple small contracts, and they're the ones that weren't difficult for me to actually do when I first started. So I got used to managing a service. I got used to being able to book a shift. I got used to the jargon when you're applying for contracts. A lot of people, what they tend to do is look at these big contracts and then they want to provide the service, but manage a service. So you've got no proven track record of managing a service to be able to get a bigger, larger contract. So I always say to start off step by step, build up so that you're able to then provide a larger service, for example. So Contract Finder here is a good way for you to be able to look for contracts. So I'm just going to click the link here, but as you can see here, Contract Finder lets you search for information about contracts worth over £10,000 with the government and its agencies. Just drank my water there. You can use Contract Finder to search for contract opportunities in different sectors. Find out what's coming up in the future. Look up details of previous tenders. And what you'll need to do once you go onto this link is you'll need to type in keywords like I've got here: health support worker, recruitment agency, nursing agency, home care agency, supported living enablement, for example. And I hope my team are messaging people on the Facebook Live for those that aren't able to get in, and let them know they can come in via Zoom. So I'm going to click this link here, which is the Contract Finder link, the chat box for you to, for those of you that are to be able to see. And I'm just going to share this screen with you so that you can see. This is for the Contracts Finder. And what I want you to do, it will bring you to this page. Hopefully you can see the page that I'm on. And this is whereby it has this information. So you'll need to create an account. And I would suggest you create an account and you register with them so that you can get updates about what contracts are available and that suit your search term as well. There's also the tender service as well when it's over 118,000. But you can click Start Now. It also covers public contracts in Scotland, Wales,
is a good one as well as Northern Ireland. And then you can type in the chat box. Here, there's the keywords that you can use. Now, for example, I showed you some keywords on the previous slide. Now here, what I've got is healthcare, non-clinical, clinical, recruitment agency, temp worker, learning disability, for example. So keep playing around with different keywords. I've got all locations because at the end of the day, I want to have a business and I want to have business where there's contracts. So I can then look to find staff in that locality of where I've got contract. So I can say to staff members when I'm looking at recruiting them that we have a contract in this location and this is what it is. You can also look for contracts that have been awarded and you can approach those organizations straight away because they may be struggling to provide all of that hours, for example. So you can work in partnership with other agencies and split the rate charges, the charges that you're going to charge, for example. So you would click that button there and you would see what contracts are awarded. But I'm going to untick that and then I'm going to click search. You can even put region, you can put postcode. If you want to do that first, see if there's what's available in your locality, then by all means do so, because you should do. Your job is to look for wherever there are contracts. And then click search. So now you'll see the results here that I've got. So there's 594 notices, and there's different types of contracts here. Non-clinical staffing. This is with Crown Commercial, for example. The approach date to market is the 1st of November. It's open at the moment. So if I was to click this, everyone can see my screen, can't you? Yes, you can. Yeah, excellent. So if I was to click non-clinical staffing, for example, I would then read this and it will give me the information of what the value of the contract is, for example. It's 2.5 million. Gives you the procurement reference number, published date, when it's going to come on the market, approach to market, but they need to obviously be prepared. Contract start date will be the 1st of June 2023. And then look for this section here where it says contract is suitable for SMEs, small to medium sized enterprises, that means. And it says yes. So that means you should be able to apply for it, providing that you meet the criteria. So this is one of the links. You just need to read the description here, for example, to see whether you meet the description. There's the anticipated that an invitation to tender will be issued via Crown Commercial, Bravo, the following market. So this is also another website for you to look at applying for tenders. And I'm just going to share this screen so that you can see, for example. So register as well. You can create an account. I'll put this in the chat box. So you've got to look at what you can do, what staff members that you've got that are compliant, for example, or what service you want to provide. And then you can then register with these organizations and look for contracts that are going to be suitable for you. So for example, on here, they said on Contract Finder, they said this contract will be open and you'll need to look at applying through Bravo Solutions, for example. And it starts next year, for example. You know, you always got to be sourcing and looking for contracts on a weekly basis, on even a daily basis, because things can come back up. Okay, so this is how you would look for and as you can see here, there's plenty. But you need to look, depends whether you are registered with CQC or not. You need to make sure that the contract isn't requiring you to be registered with CQC. If you are not registered, there's no point in you applying if they're saying that you must be a service provider. So this one's North of England, commissioning group, different lots. There'll be different lots. The service that needs to be delivered. So some of it can be clinical, non-clinical, mental health, learning disability, personal care, complex care, for example. The list is endless. Are you working in children's services or adult services? So make sure that you understand the age group that you want to serve. You've got to look at who it is that you want to deliver the service to. And there's care homes in here as well. So I'm just going to go back to the presentation now. Okay, so remember to use the keywords, remember to focus on keywords, but also to change the keywords up because you will get more searches. Okay, so you've got to think, what is the buyer thinking? What keywords are they using so that you can find them? So you're going to be the supplier, you'll be supplying the service, but what keywords will the buyer use? So you have to put yourself in their shoes. What type of service are they looking to get you to commission, for example? There's also the London Procurement Partnership, known as LPP, NHS. This is a framework with them. And I'm just going to make sure you can still see my screen. Yes, you can. So London Procurement Partnership, it's like a hub. There's hundreds and hundreds of buyers that put their contracts that they need to have service. So the NLP is, they work with customers and members on a range of projects which support them to deliver excellent quality care whilst ensuring value for money. Please find here the pipeline of upcoming projects. So you register as a provider. So this is like upcoming projects, for example, but I'm going to go back to the, and what I'd like you to look at doing is registering. So you can sign in, but if you haven't signed in, and then you just fill out your details. And get onto the sourcing portal here. You can register as a provider. You can register as a supplier. I'll just put this link in the chat box. Hope you're going along doing this as I'm doing this so that you're getting these details. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. So the links are in the chat box here. Let me just make sure that it's gone to, yes, it's gone to everyone. So do grab the link in the chat box. Register as a provider. You want to as a supplier, you want to register. As you can see here, there's all of these members that have got the contracts on here that they're looking for providers. You know, there's the NHS, hospitals, there's different teaching hospitals, there's private hospitals, there's secure units, which are private, but also council ran as well. You know, there's lots of different opportunities as well. So there'll be different types of contracts. So you just look at what opportunities are available. Types here. There's the portals. You want to be on all portals, because at the end of the day, if you're looking to get your business up and running, you know, you want to be able to apply for contracts and provide staff members with work. So look at what categories that you are, and you'll be able to put what categories that you're looking to provide, for example. Fine tune it here, for example, and then you would put in healthcare, for example. What type of service do you want to provide? Because there's lots here. So you need to click like healthcare service. You click on healthcare service, for example, and you can do the plus icon and it will tell you what is involved in that. For example, alternative holistic medicine, there's support service, palliative care, for example. Okay. So look for contracts that you want to provide that service in, and then look at how you're going to meet that need. What staff members do you have? What is your compliance? What insurance do you have? What's your business plan, for example? What are your prices? What are you going to charge? So you need to think about all of these things and account for the amount that you're charging. Every single penny has to be accounted for, because you're working with the government. They're on a restricted budget as it is. So you need to make sure that you're able to be competitive. So they want to use you, that you're offering value for money, but you're also not compromising on the quality of care. Okay, so that's important as well. Okay, so I'll just go back to the presentation. You'll be able to play the video back and have a look and practice, because that's what this is all about.
Now, I hope that you found that informative. I hope that you've been able to listen and to comprehend it and to take it and put it into action. Now, what I would like you to do is to listen to all the other series as well that we have. And this is a training video, so I hope that you really enjoyed listening to the video today. Do like our video here on YouTube, subscribe and join our Facebook group, because it is such a wonderful, beautiful community where there's other healthcare professionals that are like-minded, like yourself, that want to know the so-called secrets, which they are not, and I'm going to reveal that to you. So please do like, subscribe, share this video, and look out for the next series, the next video, the next episode, because we have got so much to give to you and I want you to enjoy every step of the way. So, like I said, click like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.